up, Doe? It's your boy Bandit. Y'all know it's Friday, 8 o'clock p.m., 8:10 today we started. But another episode of Detroit What Up, Doe, episode 46. And I'm here with my fellas. I'm going to let them introduce yourself, starting with the man with the Michigan shirt on, like always.
4-0, baby. 4-0.
Oh, God.
Hey, happy belated Flag Day. Hey, I'm Riggs, man. You can catch me on X at Riggs928. And you can always catch me on the shows antagonize the Bandit. Go Blue.
Let them know who you is, Bree. Let them know you find you at, bro.
Yes, sir, man. The New Breed, 313 Sports, man, and 313 The New Breed, Real Talk, both on all platforms, YouTube, X, Instagram, everything. I be everywhere. So
We know. We know you be
everywhere.
Every fucking where.
But it's all about having fun. That's all it's about. It's all about having fun. And
hey, he the black, where's Waldo?
I take that. I would take that all day long. No doubt.
He be all over the city.
Over the city.
Man.
Hey, little wrestling shows, the midget wrestling, damn monster truck, WNBA. Oh, that dude be everywhere.
Now he said the midget wrestling. Now that's
something I haven't. And you know what, though? I've never been to a midget wrestling, but I've been tempted to go to one. I ain't going to lie. I have been tempted.
I just gave you an idea.
You sure did. I might do some content on that, too. But it's all good, man. I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to be here as always, man.
For sure. What up, Zoe? Shout out to Zoe in the Zone Sports Podcast, man.
Shout out to
my
Zoe.
boy.
What up, though?
All right, well, let's get into some sports topics, you feel me? Topics in the city that's going on. Starting with, allegedly, TJ Watt wants to come play for the Lions. I don't know how true this is, but I read a couple articles saying that he wanted to play for Coach Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions. Rich, how would he fit in? And we know it probably ain't gonna happen. Like I'm tired of us all these star defense ends starting with Myles Garrett. They was talking about bringing in and having brought in, but if it was to happen, man, how would you feel about him being on our team, bro?
So to me, the Lions, it's not players anymore. It's the money, man. We just don't have it. Like that's the bad thing about, the plus side of drafting good is you get great players all over the place, right?
Yes, sir.
The downside is eventually they all got to get paid. So just because you were drafted in the 4th round, Amon-Ra, or the 5th round, Derek Browns, or you play above your potential, guess what? You're going to want to get paid. And I don't blame them, so even if you're drafted, 2nd overall, Hutch, well, you're a top 5 DN. You're going to get paid. J-Mo, you got paid number 12, but you're playing, you're coming off an exceptional year.
We're going to talk about J-Mo. So
all these guys, that's where I'm at, like with Anzalone, you just can't pay everybody, man. That's the sad so Breed, you're my age, right?
Mm-hmm.
48.
We're the new age of the Lions, right? The Lions used to be guys were leaving because they didn't want to be here.
Right.
Now guys are going to leave because unfortunately we just can't afford everybody.
That's true. But that's part of football, man. I mean, sometimes you're gonna have guys you're gonna pay, sometimes you don't. I mean, that's part of football. That's a gift and a curse of having a good team. You got a lot of good players. You can't pay all of them.
It's a good problem to have, really.
It's a great problem. As a fan, it's a great problem. But as far as front office, it's not, because you don't want to pay all these people. So, but as fans, we love it. I love it. But bigger on the ticket sales too. So
How would you feel about TJ Watt joining the Lions, man? And
And
listen, with a coach like Dan Campbell, I can see why he wanted to play for the Lions. You feel me? That man, he'll motivate you to run through a wall. So I can see why players do want to come here and play for Dan Campbell. But I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, Brady.
no, you good. I would love it. I would love it, but my thing is, what you have to. I mean, how much would you give up, or would you sign him as a free agent? That would be the thing I would think on. Now, if you get him, you're gonna have to make a decision of, okay, like, who do I get rid of? Do I get rid of Lee McNeil? Do I get rid of DJ Reader? Like, I don't want to get rid of either one of them. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind somebody like that, and you tack in the middle like that, and you got the Hutch on the side, because Watt gets at least about 15 sacks, it seems like, every year. So that would be somebody you just be like, I can't even him and a Lee McNeil, man, that would be crazy.
Well,
That
with
would be crazy.
TJ too, you don't get just the sacks. So I'm in a fantasy football league where you got defensive players.
Mhm.
This dude gets me 15 to 20 himself a week because he does so much. He's a playmaker. He's a defensive playmaker, right?
Mhm.
Like, he don't necessarily have to get sacks to make his impact on a game. It's all the intangibles with him. He is a great passer, but he gets interceptions, causes fumbles, gets fumbles.
He's a problem
double
solver.
teams, pressures. I mean, there's nothing on the defensive side of the ball that guy really can't do.
Mhm.
You know, he's kind of like Hutch, but he's better. Like, I'm not going to be a homer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so with him, you get more than just a sack guy. You know what I mean? You get a true defensive playmaker.
Absolutely. And he's healthy. He stays healthy, and that's the big thing. And that's hard. That was a big issue with our defense last year. Was a lot of our defensive players didn't stay healthy. They was injured all season. So that would be a big plus if we have somebody like that. But like y'all said, man, with all these like Bandit was saying, you got all these defensive guys that's available, but it's like the Myles Garrett's and all these guys. But majority of the time, they're gonna sign back with their own team, or they're gonna go with
where the bag
else.
at?
They're gonna go where the biggest bag at. So I wouldn't mind TJ. I like TJ Watt. I like TJ Watt. I've liked him for the last couple of years, but he's gonna be a problem. But do the Steelers got enough to pay for him? That's the big question. I don't know. But with the Lions too, they're gonna have a lot of money to play all them defensive guys. That's gonna be tough for them. That's gonna be very tough, especially when you just have these big contracts that you gave last season. Do you have enough to pay for somebody else? I don't know. I don't know. Or you have to give them a short deal, like a 2-3 year deal.
All right, let's talk about a person that's about to get a bag, man. Depending on his play, man. Oh, is the Lions ever gonna re-sign Z? I mean, we've been hearing about it. When Frank retired, it's time to sign Z. I've seen it all on X. Do we just say Brad Holmes saying fuck Z? I mean, what's going on? What do you think, Rich?
That interview that when so you hear from Z, he says soon, but when what was it? Chris Long flat out asked Brad Holmes about him. He brought up every scenario other than Z. He did not even mention his name. So I don't know if that was a playoff tactic or what, but he did not acknowledge him at all. And then you hear rumors that they didn't like his
work ethic.
Work ethic, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I think they like, they've said it several times, right? Brad Holmes said it during the draft. He said it's everyone else. Everyone else got a problem with our defensive line room but us. It's a need for everybody else but us. So, like, I really don't think I think they like what they have. I really do. That's where I'm coming in. Like, I'm trying to get the fans to understand. I just think they like what they do. They drafted that one guy from
Boise State.
Boise State, and I think they found a diamond in the rough. And Brad finds at least one every year. So last year it was Mahogany, right? Then we got Malcolm Rodriguez. I mean, so they might not be all pro guys, but they're contributors to your team. Not everybody's going to be an all-star. Not everyone's going to be a pro bowler. But so you need guys that are contributors, but they're not big names. They're not big guys, but they can still be contributing to your ball club. So I think that's what the Lions like, and they're real good at getting that mix of, they're playmakers, they're stars, and then the role players. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm going to say I'd be surprised if we get unless there's an injury, of course. I don't see another edge coming in.
Steve.
Hey, listen. As long as he with cash down, there's always a chance for him to get re-signed here. The way they be in the red carpet, I mean, my goodness.
And they be matching outfits and everything, his and hers.
Bruh, man, what? You can tell they like each other.
They in love. They in love.
That boy is in love. Hold on, baby. Get this off my shirt. I think I spilled something. I think something happened. I got you. Honestly, there's always a chance, but I don't think the Lions is gonna re-sign him. I really don't. I agree with Rich, man. I just think that they're not gonna get another edge unless it makes sense, or unless it's
at the right price.
Prove it deal.
Prove it deal. Brad Home special.
Right. Or it's just somebody that just got a draft. But other than and then also at his age too. That's another thing. You gotta look at his age. So they gonna be looking for somebody that's younger. But I mean, I just don't think they're gonna re-sign him. I just don't. I think the little sample size we had with him, yeah, he had a good couple games, but after that,
he was what was he, second in the team in sacks?
I believe so. I believe so. But it's like, does he have another season of that? Do the Lions really want to take another chance at that, or do they want to stick with what they have? Me personally, I think they should just stick to what they have, see how that works out, and we'll see what happens. But I think somebody is eventually going to sign them. I just don't think it's going to be the Lions, unfortunately. But I just wouldn't. It just like you were saying, it depends on how much he asks him for. If he asks him for too much, I'm gonna be like, no thanks. But somebody's gonna sign him for real. It's just not gonna be the Lions, unfortunately.
So if you was Brad Holmes and you wanted to sign him, what would be your price range?
Shoot. It would probably be between, I give or take, probably 1 to 3 million, 3.5 at the most.
Rich, what would you re-sign him for?
I like those prove it deals.
Incentives.
Not prove it deal, but incentive deals. You know what I mean? But I don't know, a guy like him would do that. Because Davenport, it makes sense because his injury history. So I think the range that Breed said, 3.5, that's about fair. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to ask him to, come in and play 4 downs. you know, he's gonna be a rotational player. You know, but
Yeah.
Realistically, that 3.5 range is probably about right.
All right.
Sound about
Well,
right.
Brad Helms got a decision to make, and the decision is he going to resign J-Mo or not? My question is it too early to resign J-Mo, seeing that he still got time on his contract, or do you pay J-Mo now before he have a 1,300-yard season and 10 touchdown season, and the rate for the price range go back up? What do you say, Breed?
I think it's too. I think it is too early. I think you just got to see how he plays. I mean, this is going to be his first full season since he's been in the league. So I would say just see how he is, see how he proves himself, and just stay out of trouble. Just be around a good crowd of people. If he could just stay focused this season, then after this season, you may think about re-signing him. That's to me. I think that's fair. Got to resign just to prove it. This is what you want to call a prove it season when it comes to J-Mo. Like, you healthy, you ain't got no distractions. Just go out there and play. Don't do no funny business. Don't be out there. Don't be out there 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning over there.
Coney Island.
And they already got his jersey up there and stuff. I ain't gonna say the name of the Coney Island, L. Georges. But yeah, just saying. But yeah, man, I think it's too early to re-sign him now. He just got to prove himself to me and stay focused. That's my opinion on that.
Rich, same question.
Man, I think the Lions are in a trick spot, right? Because there's 2 players that are in that draft that are due. You know, and it's like, you know, do you want to be like the Bengals? You wait, and then the price goes up. You know,
Extremely up.
And you know, and also, you know, Breed said about J-Mo, right? Like, so the Lions, you know, kind of playing craps, right? Hey, let's wait, see if he can, you know, stay fully clear of shit. You know, because he hasn't been in no big shit. You know, he's not like a Diggs or a Ruggs or, you know, Ordell or some other of these guys. You know what I mean? There's definitely been right. There's definitely been bigger headaches, but he necessarily ain't being Amon-Ra St. Brown either. You know, so, but then if he comes out, then that price goes. So it's, you know, and then also the players, you know, they're playing without no guarantees, right? So both sides are, you know, tippy toeing.
Yeah.
You know, it could go either way, right? But, you know, I don't think any team, especially the Lions, I believe they like the kid. I believe his teammates like him. I believe Dan likes him. You know, he was in the doghouse. He worked his way out. Like, the kid really works hard. Like, his work ethic, you cannot question. You know, and no matter of the other, like, stuff that he's got into, you have never heard him complain he didn't get the ball enough. You've never heard him complain he didn't play enough. You've never heard that kid complain at all. None. Other than the couple things he's had, he has never brought football distractions to that team. He has never said anything to divide his team. He has worked. He blocked everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jason, you're right. That's my homeboy.
He said, Jason said the short answer is absolutely they should re-sign him right now.
Yeah.
But, you know, but yeah, I mean, but man, it's going to be a price tag. And you got Gibbs coming up too. And the way Gibbs is playing, I think he's going to reshape that running back market.
Yeah. I mean, Gibbs is kind of like he kind of like J-Mo in a running back form. If you really look at it, speed wise and everything, he pretty much is a running back portion of it. But
him and J-Mo are only playmakers. A playmaker to me is anybody who can score anytime they touch the ball.
Preach, Rich. Preach.
Yes, sir. And I just want to see how this offense is going to be, man, especially with them bringing back Tim Patrick and then getting Tesla. Want to see
Ben
how
Johnson gone.
Ben Johnson gone, new offense. So I just want to see, what kind of playbook they're going to have for the Lions. And is it going to be somewhat of the old stuff that's going to be in this new offense? Doubt it, but wouldn't mind it. But I just want to see how J-Mo plays this season, but all the other receivers as well, man. Tesla and Tim Patrick. I'm eager to see what they're gonna do as well.
So hypothetical question, just start this off the top of my head. If J-Mo, like I said, was to go for 1,300 yards receiving, 10 receiving touchdowns, what would be the price market for him? Knowing that you got to re-sign Gibbs and Laporta got to be re-signed the year after that.
Man. Ooh.
What did Amon-Ra get?
He get like 20. He get like 15 or 20 million, something like that.
It's like 28.
28.
Yeah, because he got close to that 30.
If his is at 30 and he gets those kind of yards, you would probably consider giving J-Mo probably 20 million a year. That's something to think about. I wouldn't let him get St. Brown range, but somewhat close to it. I would say maybe 15, 20 million a year.
I don't think he'd come back for 15, 20 million.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right.
I mean, he ain't gonna get T. Higgins or Devontae Smith type money.
No.
But he definitely gonna be like at least 20. I think that's where his market is right now.
Are y'all worried about him being so young and the off-field trouble about him getting all that money? What he would do?
I am. I'm afraid of that. I am. Especially if he going to L. George's and all that. Yeah. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
Rich?
I mean, he does got to be. He does got to be smarter, man. I don't think he's getting in a hole, but I mean, he just got to be careful. You got to move different when you're that. Like, I get it. He's from St. Louis and,
down there.
Ooh.
Like you do around her.
He's from St. Louis. Oh.
You didn't know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why he's comfortable with that life.
I've been to St. Louis a few times, man. Yeah. Yeah.
And he lives in Detroit. He probably lives downtown somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't living on St. Albans or nothing like that, and he ain't living on the 7 and Gratiot.
Oh no.
He ain't living on Livernois.
Yep. Probably over there. Yeah. Probably over there by Lakeshore Drive or something.
Yeah.
But oh man, St. Ooh. Yeah, because that's where Jason Tatum from. Ooh.
All right, time where I say I appreciate everybody that's watching. Bro, 148 people that's watching, man. Y'all can be anywhere in America, but y'all here with us, and I appreciate that. So if y'all do us a favor, go to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. You feel me? We almost at our goal. I think we at 495. When we get to 500 subscribers, we will be giving away a free Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wing jersey. So do us a favor and please hit that subscribe button. You feel me? And tell a friend about it. All right, next topic. We're gonna get into some baseball talk. Can the Tigers pitching lead this team to the World Series this year? We already talked about we think we need more batting, but if we don't get any more batting, because you know how our managers is, do you think our pitching can lead us there? Start with you, Rich.
No. Uh, I mean, I'm watching the game right now. Jack Flaherty done gave up 4 in the first inning.
4. Yep.
He struggled last outing. He had a good stretch of like 4 or 5, but then he struggled before that. Mize looked pretty decent. Scooble, arguably the best in the business right now. Olsen will be back. So, I mean, starting rotation ain't bad. I'm worried about Holton. That was our guy, Mr. Do It Everything last year. And now he's Mr. Can't Do No Right.
Can't get right.
You got that Javi Bias syndrome from last year.
And my Lions breed.
Yeah, you ain't lying. He can't get right.
He giving up. I think he's giving up 9 home runs. That's a lot for a reliever.
That's a whole lot.
So, there's still some options. Breed said like we got depth. We just got to get it right. I think Matt Manning, he's doing good. They put him in a reliever role. In Toledo.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing well down there. Maybe you go get like a 4th or 5th starter at the trade deadline. Maybe I really want to. I want Chapman. I'm just gonna put it out there. That's who I want. If you have him in the 9th, and then you go with Vest and Canley in the 7th and 8th, now we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But, this team is so hard, man, because there's sometimes you scratch your head, but like Breed said, they just
Still
don't
never
give
won
up.
an AL. Still never won an
They just
AL.
don't give up, man.
Yeah. I hear you.
Steve, same question. Get our pitching leaders to World Series.
I'm gonna say this.
Say it with your chest.
If it's a 5-game series, I think it would be good. 7-game series, I think is going to be tough for them because of the pitching, because of everybody else. I think a short series I think they would be good on a short series. But as far as a 7-game series, nah, I don't think they can because of the pitching. I mean, after Scooble, then you got, like I said, Flaherty, what could be up and down. And then Job is out. I think he's out for the season with his injury. You know what I'm saying? And then Mize, and then you got Montero, and a lot of these guys. And even the game was the second game. Yesterday, you had Holton pitch 1 inning, 1 or 2 innings. You can't have that. You can't have that. You have to have your starters pitch at least 6-7 innings, and can't do that. But everybody's not Scooby. So, but that's something you just got to worry about in long series. But if I was but I don't think they can lead them to not a World Series, especially if you go into a World Series and then you got to deal with teams like the Dodgers, the Padres, who got good lineups. They ain't gonna stand a chance with them. They ain't gonna stand a chance. And then even in the AL, you got to play the Yankees. You got to play teams like the Astros and stuff like that. So, or the Guardians. They have a tough time against the Guardians.
Yeah, the Guardians always do have our number. I ain't gonna lie, even though they are like 12 games out, 10 games out right now. But every time we play them, it's a fucking problem.
Yeah. And that's the one team in the American League I'm worried about is the Guardians because they know how to play, and it's always in division teams that give us a hard time and know us because they know how we are. They know our strengths and weaknesses. And those are teams you got to work out. But as far as leading the Tigers to the World Series, I don't think they can. But I wouldn't be surprised if they go to the World Series. But it's just even with the pitcher, I'm going to be more worried about can they score runs in the playoffs. That's what I'm more so concerned about. Because at certain times in the playoffs, they were just like, okay, you can score runs, but it's like, especially in the Cleveland series, you felt like, man, they just couldn't score. They just couldn't do anything.
So that leads to my next question then. Besides Screwball, what other Tiger players do y'all see making the All-Star team?
So right now, Green and Torres are first in their positions in starters. I think both of them make it. I think it's possible Dangler and Torque can make it as well. Maybe even Baez, man. That's I think they all have legitimate shots. You know, and they don't take many relievers, but I wouldn't be surprised if Vester or Canley didn't either. So I definitely could see 4 or 5.
I can see that too. I definitely I think Riley Green is a shoe-in. I think he's in there. He's gonna be in there.
Even though he had a slow start to the season.
Oh yeah,
I agree with you, Jason.
I still do. I think Riley Green. I think Torres definitely going.
Yeah,
definitely going. Torque, I could kind of see, but the thing is though, and this is one of the things I hate about picking all-star teams. They always gonna go with the most popular. They're gonna go with guys who shouldn't even be in it. Like, I don't understand how you're trying to vote in Mike Trout. He hasn't played all season. That makes zero sense to me. And that's how a lot of these all-star teams did. They vote in people who haven't even played games or haven't played that many games instead of somebody that's deserving.
Well, also too with baseball, there's a bunch of politics, right? Because every team's got to send at least one guy.
Mm-hmm.
So exactly. It goes, one position where so there's a bunch of different things, right? Like, so if you got the Athletics and Angels, for instance, they don't get their two most deserving players are first basemen. There you go.
And the A's got some good talent there. They got some good talent.
I was just saying, because that Jacob Wilson will probably end up starting. I was just giving out an example, of some bad teams, So there's a lot of different things that go into it as well.
Right. They're going to have at least one person for the White Sox, even though they shouldn't have nobody. But, they'll probably get Luis Robert or Andrew Beattini or somebody in there, Even though Robert has played awful this season. I mean, awful, because he didn't even play against the Tigers. He didn't play against the Tigers, but you're gonna play him in the next series after the Tigers. Come on, man.
The only thing he's done well is steal bases.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you're right.
He's got like 20, I think, but his batting average is horrible. Everything else is horrible.
They right back in the game. 3-run homer.
4-3.
Riley Green.
4-3.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I think.
This
Yeah,
is
but
what you were talking about, Breed. Struggle,
Riley
struggle,
Green.
struggle, and all of a sudden, bam, right in it.
Riley Green. That's that. What's that quote? Jason Benettiti always say, "This team got a never say die attitude. Never say die attitude."
And that go back from last year though.
hmm And I think what happened
This team
last
is
year.
better than last year.
Oh yeah, well, and they're more healthy. So you got to understand. Last year, Torque was going through his issues. Riley Green's been hurt. I mean, this is the healthiest Riley Green ever been in his whole baseball career. You know, because sometimes I be seeing him out there in that field and he be running like he injured. He runs
Well, he
like
runs the bases, man.
Yeah.
He runs like an old lady.
Yeah. But to me, the Javi Baez, man, I don't know what he's been eating or drinking or something, but his whole game has changed. I don't know what happened.
His hip? I really think that was the issue now.
Mm-hmm.
Because he thought it was his back, or they thought it was his back, and then they found out it was his hip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And and it even looks like he's having fun again. Like this is a hot, I still ain't necessarily say he's worth, the contract, but you can also say he has contributed to this team.
Absolutely.
He's not just a body.
Yeah.
You asked him to play, short or center field when Parker was hurt, Wenzel was hurt, Veerling was hurt. He looked like he played there his whole career. Gave you some offense, played good defense. Parker comes back, Wenzel comes back. Well, Trey struggling at short.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you're the starting shortstop. Well, then, if we want to do some in-game adjustments, okay, you go play third. He's become like the super utility player.
Yeah.
He's done whatever his teammates or whatever's been asked of him.
See, and that's another reason why this team is good. And you just hit on it, Rich. They got a lot of guys on this team that can play multiple positions, and that's what makes this team this good. Because when you can throw a guy anywhere, or pretty much majority of this team can play every position, and that's good. Cause then even if somebody struggles, you could throw in somebody else to sub, which the Andy Banez's and guys like that you could just put in there. So,
Zach McKinstry.
Yeah.
He can play anywhere but first base or catcher.
Mm-hmm.
He's played everywhere else.
Yep, the Justin Malloys and guys like that.
Yeah, and it helps with them in-game. The hit. Being able to pinch hit and all that. Put guys out. It remember the Rays back in the mid 2000s when they were really good. I mean, they got a good record this year, but that was their versatility.
Yeah.
You could put these guys all over the place, and it's just another advantage for your team.
Mm-hmm.
When you have the buy-in like that, and you could do different things, it only helps. Even Riley Green, right? Like if you need him to play center field, he can.
Mm-hmm.
So Colt Keith, that guy went from second to first. A lot of these guys, man, Colt Keith was given a first base position.
Mm-hmm.
And then Torres got hurt, so then we had to put you at second. Well, then Torkelson, with what he provides defensively and what he's been doing offensively, now he took over the spot. Well, third base is still a weak spot. Now, Colt, you're going to third. I mean, and guys, just to, not complain and just do what they're supposed to. You like to see it, man. And that's the strength of this team.
And it helps having a good manager.
Oh, yeah.
A World Series winning manager at that. And it's It's just like how he was coaching it with the Astros. It's pretty much the same with this team with the Tigers. Multiple guys in multiple positions. It's good to see, and it's exciting baseball. It's exciting baseball.
It's like when a manager was in the National League before they come up with the permanent DH on both sides. You know, when you were a manager in the AL back in the day, it was different than when you had to manage in the National League because you had the pitcher spot. So you had to navigate accordingly. You know, you actually had to manage. I mean, not saying that you don't manage. You get what I'm saying, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's more into it.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, those guys I would pick, man. Riley Green, Torque. It could be a lot of guys that could make this team, but to me, Riley Green and Torres is a shoe-in.
And Scooble.
And Scooble. So those the three. I think, even though I think it should be like 4 or 5, but like Rich was saying, they're gonna have a player from every team in the All-Star game. So even though the Tigers had 2 players last year in it with Green and Scooble, but it need to be more players for them, being that they got the best record. So it's only fair.
Once again, man, I appreciate everybody that's watching, man. Go do us a favor, man. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, man. Hit the like button, share, follow us on X, man. Follow Steve on 313 New Breed, feel me? Follow Rich on X, man. We appreciate that, for real. All right. Let's get back into some Lion news, man. I really don't even want to ask y'all this question, but, I kind of got to because, it's been on my mind, so. This is a make or break year for Jared Goff, man. Like, he got the contract, won a couple playoff games. Do y'all feel like he can get us over the hump? And if he don't get us over the hump into the Super Bowl this year, do you think this is the year they either, not get rid of him, but look for other options? Let's start with you, Rich. While I get something to drink, because my throat is dry.
I don't necessarily know if this is like a make or break, but he's getting there. Like, you come out and you have another performance like you did last year, we're going to have some conversations. Like, I know everybody likes, they love some Jared Goff, and I'm not saying I don't like him. But to sit there and defend him last year, he played like shit in that Commanders game. I don't care how beat up our defense was.
Jared Goff.
You going out there having 4 turnovers don't help out a injury depleted defense. You going out there and having 4 turnovers makes it to where you can't hand it off to Gibbs and Montgomery.
Mm-hmm. He had a concussion.
I don't give a damn. Hey, y'all said that shit about Hutch too. When he got injured 2 years ago with his hip against Carolina, if he's out on the field, I expect him to play. Well, guess what? Keep that same fucking energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so tired of it. Y'all pick and choose as fans of who you want to put blame on. No. Keep that same energy.
This is Jared. Jared fucking Goff.
If you're on the field and your brain is scrambled like eggs, I need some performance out of you. I don't care.
I'm trying. I don't have a defense. I'm struggling.
Well, Jared, quit turning the ball over.
Who do you think I am? Patrick Mahomes? I ain't perfect. Damn it.
Turnovers in the playoff they're killers, man.
They are.
That was just like, I'm not a Ravens fan, but a lot of people wanted to blame Mark Andrews for shouldn't have come down to that. Your quarterback had 2 turnovers.
Oh man, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What? Was they not in the position to win the game? Yes or no?
They shouldn't have
Yes
been
or
there.
no?
You had 2 turnovers.
These are 2 professional teams, though, with professional athletes on each side of the ball.
Right. Is the other quarterback turning the ball over 2 times?
Can the other quarterback do what he do? Man, we ain't about to do this, man. We ain't about to do this, man.
It ain't too many people that do what Mahomes
Y'all
do.
in this goddamn Lamar hate, man.
If you turn the ball over, I mean, it's just like this NBA Finals, right?
That was gonna be the last special subject. Go ahead, blow it up.
You know, turnovers are killers, man. Baseball errors. You have freaking a bunch of errors, you're not gonna win. Like mistakes in playoffs in sports are a killer. You know, in hockey, if you constantly turning the puck over in your own end, eventually it's going to get behind the goalie. The goalie can only do so much.
That's what cost the Oilers.
Yeah, turnovers, mistakes will kill you in a playoff.
Mm-hmm.
In any sport.
Yep, that's right.
You know, you got to be damn near mistake free. The good teams who turn over the ball or puck, ball, whatever, that's the one who will finish strong in the end. Yeah, I got my eye on you, Jared.
I got my eye on you too. Stop picking on me, damn it. I'm only one man. I can't play offense or defense. Damn it.
Oh my God. Steve, man, same question, bro. Is it a make or break year for Jared Goff, man?
I don't think it's a make it or break year. I really don't. I think now I would say in probably in 2 years it would be 2 or 3 years, but I don't think it's a make or break year for Jared Goff, man. I just think it's because with everything that's going on with this offense and stuff like that, and I know some fans are like, well, you know, we can still be 13, 14, 15 wins, but it depends on how he's going to be with this new offense and this new coordinator. See, and that's the thing. I think they're going to be all right. I think they're going to go to the playoffs. They're going to win the division. I'm not worried about the Packers, Vikings, or the Care Bears. I'm not worried about them. But I just think it's not a make or break year. I think it's going to be a regular year. I think he's got a lot more weapons. Long as he don't run like a chicken with his head cut off, he gonna be fine.
Man, leave my baby giraffe alone, bro.
Hey, listen, he knows. He knows.
Hey,
I can't run that much, but I try.
He does have to be more consistent on his ball, though. There are some games where he throws a pretty ball, catches J-Mo 63 yards in stride against the Cowboys. Then the next game, it looks like damn duck hunt out there. Like, even if he makes completions, they're still quack, quack, quack all over the place. Like, I don't. That's the thing that frustrates me most with him is I've never seen a quarterback so inconsistent with his ball.
I still got that there. I still got that gun. I'm sorry. I still got that gun to this day. I ain't gonna lie. Man, I wish I could go upstairs and get this gun. Y'all gonna be crazy, man. I still got the game too.
I agree with that comment, though.
Go ahead, Rich. You can read it.
I agree. Yes, there's too many weapons to not perform at the highest level in clutch moments.
That's true, but sometimes it happens, man. Even teams who got good weapons, or teams that got a good defense, so hey, they can't win them all.
Hey, because let me tell you something. Could you imagine Matthew Stafford with J-Mo?
Oh man, that would be crazy. If he can win with Cooper Kupp and all them dudes, he can definitely win with this group.
He's got the arm to catch J-Mo in
Oh,
stride over and over. J-Mo might get 2,000. No joke.
He's capable. He's capable. I mean, with the type of offense, I mean, a lot of these guys could be capable of 1,000-yard seasons, man. J-Mo, St. Brown, Laporta, Gibbs, all these. It's just it's a pattern of offense. It's a crazy offense. It's the type of offense that could score 40, 50 points a game if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But you can score 40 or 50 points, but at the same time, you can't give up 40 or 50 points too.
No.
You can't do that. That was the Achilles end to our playoff. If we can score, but then we got to stop people too. I think them injuries caught up on us. Not taking anything away from Jaden Daniels. I mean, he did what he had to do. But we just got to see how this team is when they fully healthy. That's how it is.
Oh, my fucking gosh. Get him out of here. Oh, my gosh. Come on, guys. What are we doing?
It looks like we giving up the game. That's what it looks like.
Oh, come on, man. Jeez, oh, Pete.
Come on, Rich. We still got a good chance to win. I'm Jared Goff, and I say so. Damn it.
You hold on to the ball, damn it.
Yeah. But I think, it's not a make or break year for Goff, man. I think it's just like any regular year. Not as much as it is for certain players and teams. Like, I think Buffalo is a make or break year for them with Josh Allen.
And that coach?
Yep. You could say the same thing for Joe Burrow in Cincy. And Bandit, I know you ain't gonna like it when I say this one. It's make or break for the Ravens too. I'm just saying. It's
for Lamar Harbaugh, yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna say it like I'm a Ravens fan? Like,
no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying because I know you were speaking though on Lamar Jackson.
That's my boy.
He's a Lamar lover boy.
Yeah, leave Lamar alone.
I'm gonna leave Lam alone. I'm gonna leave him alone.
All right, this next topic, man. I ain't even make a slide for it. You feel me? We got 7 minutes left, so without bullshit, man. But the best thing in basketball, man, Game 7, man. The Pacers versus the Thunder, man. I said Pacers in 6. I was wrong. I admit it. Who y'all got Game 7, man? And what's gonna be the main reason your team you choose win, man? That's how we're gonna end the show today. Rich, go ahead, man.
So I originally said Pacers in 7. Then after Game 5, I was like, it's over. But then after watching last night,
Siakam.
No, it's.
Oh, you can.
You could definitely see the Pacers were the more desperate team.
What the hell?
The hell? But the confusing thing was OKC did not look like a team that was trying to win a championship. They played awful. And man, I think, when you got a chance to put a team away, you got to put them away.
No.
So it's man, and I've said this, man, this whole series. OKC has a hard time putting teams away. They have a hard time closing the game. You've seen it that when they have them big leads at half, then the third quarter, Indiana, they're able to trim it down every time.
They don't quit.
3 times OKC's been able to pull away with it, but they still let a team stick around too long. Eventually that's going to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And having Siakam man, that helps. He won a chip. He knows what it takes.
Yes, sir.
You know, so I don't know, man. So I'm gonna go back. I think Indiana's gonna take it, man.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I think it.
I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all on this.
I-
Oh God, like it's crazy. It's
I'm with Indiana. And here's the thing, though. People didn't even know if Halliburton was even going to play Game 6.
That no look pass.
Man, man, threw that boy in Siakam just dunked on 2 Thunder. I'm like, sure. Man, and they already had a mission that they wasn't going to end their season at home because they didn't want to get embarrassed. And then that crowd in Indiana, and I know how that crowd is there. It's crazy. It's insane. They love their Pacers. And then, you know, they didn't want to lose their season. Did with all the Pacer greats that was up there and stuff, man. You know, seeing Reggie Miller have a Jalen Rose Indiana jersey, like, and even sometimes you got to say that the Jalen Rose, dang, bro, you going to these Pacer games and you be going to like which one? What you doing? You're supposed to be a Piston fan. What you doing? But hey, it is what it is.
But he had his best career years in Pacers.
He did.
But he grew up a Pistons fan, so I get it. You know what I mean? Like,
ain't nothing wrong
I think if it was Pistons versus Pacers, I think he would go Pistons though.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, I got Indy winning as well, man. I just think the pressure is gonna be really up on with the Thunder. I think I think it's Indiana time, man. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Thunder win, playing off the crowd and stuff like that. But I'm still going with my pick. I'm still going with the Pacers, man. I just think Siakam, you got Halliburton, and then you got 2 days rest between then. Just saying.
Hey,
you know,
I seen a GIF with you remember when Kevin Nash pulled up and he was in the wheelchair with a cast on?
I remember.
They were saying that was Hallie.
He's like, I ain't injured. I'm good.
So who y'all find?
Hey, fellas, I want to say, not to get y'all, I want Indiana to win just to see if Halliburton dad come out and put that sign and put that in front of SGA. Man, if they do that, bruh, that's gonna be the best finals moment ever. Ever. The way how he did Giannis, do that to SGA. Man, I would love it.
Giannis should have punched on his dad. I ain't gonna lie. He should have punched on him. So who y'all finals MVP, man? Before we let everybody know about the shows what's upcoming this upcoming week. We got some special guests coming on, y'all, too. We got a new show coming, too. But, Rich, who your finals MVP, man?
If it's the Pacers, it's Siakam. If it's the Thunder, depending how tomorrow's game, it could be either Jalen Williams or SGA.
Great.
If it's the Pacers, it's Halliburton. It's Halliburton. Even though it should be Siakam, I think it's going to be Halliburton if it's the Pacers. If it's the Thunder, it's going to be SGA all day long. It's going to be. I think SGA going to probably score about 30, 40 on Sunday. But I
was going to say, if Jalen puts up another 40 ball in the closeout game, you still think it goes to SGA?
Yes. Just by scoring for SGA to score 30 points and have 35 and 5 for what? Consecutive playoff games? Yeah, you got to go with him. And plus he's already MVP, so you can't have somebody that's the MVP of the league and for him not to be the finals MVP. They don't want to go through the whole even though the controversy with the Celtics, people thought Tatum should have won instead of Brown. So, but definitely SGA and Halliburton for me. For sure.
All right, like I said, we do got some special stuff coming up for y'all this week. Steve, let them know about the NFL show we got going on this Tuesday at 8 p.m. and our special guest we got coming on there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, NFL off-season show, man. Tuesday, 8 o'clock. We got a special guest, man. Former All-Pro, Pittsburgh Steelers, Seattle Seahawks player back in the day, Levon Kirkland, is going to be joining the show this Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
So,
Rich, let them know about the baseball show, brother.
Hopefully we have a show tomorrow.
we're going to pray for hope. We're going to pray for hope. We praying for hope. We praying for hope.
Hey, I keep it 100, man.
Yeah.
Rich, we'll come together. We do some topics, bro. We'll do the baseball show tomorrow, bro. I got you.
And I might.
You
And
said
I might
that
be
last
working.
week too, homie.
I moved. I was packing up and moving Saturday. You knew what happened. Don't.
Hey, you better have that
Everybody
shit like
move.
this. You better have that shit like this.
Oh man. Oh man. I didn't have nothing to do with that. This was a StreamYard. We didn't know nothing about it.
Hey, Jason, you know any show with me on it's gonna be crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Probably gonna be working
we'll get together to do
come
baseball
on
show
the
together.
baseball show too, man. So I can work on trying to get people on the baseball show too, man. I might work on trying to get Dave Justice to come on.
Yeah, we're in the process of working with that. Y'all gotta hit that. People, y'all gotta hit that subscribe button, man. We got big things coming to Detroit family for real. But let them know about the baseball show. We're doing a baseball show tomorrow, man. We both just agreed. We were on live and we just said we were gonna do it. So let them know about the baseball show, Rich.
It's no more hope. It's happened.
As long as Bandit don't move within the next 24 hours.
I got that U-Haul coming. That U-Haul.
In them black bags, you feel me? Don't need no boxes.
Hey, but no. Hey, I'm gonna do a
Rux will be back tomorrow too. Remember Rux?
I'm gonna do a shout out though. Man, for those who live in Michigan, man, if you got any moving needs, holla at my boy Jason, man, J&J Moving.
For sure.
That's what's up.
Also, we do got an NFL Big Ten, not NFL, college football Big Ten show coming out. You know, we touching with the Michigan Wolverines, Ohio State Buckeyes, Oregon Ducks, USC, for me. And I'm working on our first show, have former Ohio State running back Boom Herring on there too. So that's how we're going to try to open up the season. You know, bringing in with a national champion, you know, something like that. But, you know.
Oh, we know how I show up.
Yeah, we need you on there. Yeah, you're going to be on there too. Also, man, Wednesdays, man, 10 o'clock, we do got Lions Fan Report with Sky and Tori, man. Make sure y'all come check them out, man. They come on 10 p.m., man. They give you all the latest news and gospel on the Detroit Lions, man. And make sure y'all follow Lions Fan Report on X, you feel me? All right, I think we got them through all of them, man. Steve, man, I appreciate you, man, coming on, man. You know, all the blessings you do over here, man. Let them know where they can find you at, bro. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. New Breed 313 Sports, 313 The New Breed Real Talk, all platforms, baby. Holla at, like and subscribe, man. You subscribe to it, I will subscribe right back. That's a promise.
Rich, let them know where you find you at, man.
Hey, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna let people know. Breed is undercover.
We know what you're saying, brother. We know what you're saying.
Hey, Breed is an undercover Michigan fan.
Listen, I'm a fan of both. I'm just more of a Sparty.
We got
Michigan
State fans to be on. Yeah, we coming live on that college football.
Hey, but it's always fuck Ohio soft, boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, he said that with his heart. He said that with.
Man, Riggs, man, you catch me on Riggs928 on X, man.
I'm your boy Bandit, man. Like I said, I appreciate everybody coming out here and watch, man. Please hit the subscribe button. Follow Lions Fan Report on X, man. Follow Detroit Fan Report on X. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow the New Breed 313. We out here. We're just saying, man, I appreciate everybody coming out and watching, man. Fuck Blue. Good night, everybody.
Fuck off.
Adios, turd nuggets.